cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff. Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse has more holes than a slice of this fine Gorman bear.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Join the Stud Club if you've got an eye for bar potatoes.
Come on! Come on! Can't you hear the stage calling you? Come on! Come on! Can't you hear the stage calling you?
Ha!
My word!
Fantastic!
My word! Ha!
Performers, showmen,
5,
show all
7.
of them. Sightseer,
tail.
what you're made of.
Ha!
Beer and flatulence.
Ha! Ha!
Bravo! Yeehaw!
You there?
My
You look like
word!
an actor just waiting for his big debut.
Fantastic! Bravo! Bravo!
Performers, showmen, show all of them. Sightseer, what you're made of. Apart from beer and flatulence.
Fantastic!
First, a colour. So ardently did he crave creamy blues and gory reds.
You there! Take a seat. Prepare to laugh your head off, cry your eyes out, and teeter on the edge of your seat with an original tale from Stefan, the talking severed head.
Ha! Fantastic!
I am Reginald the Illusionist, purveyor of the most amazing artifact in Andevale. This fantastical talking head. Catch the act while you can. This show will only remain in Sicil as long as there are Legion soldiers to entertain. That's right, a talking head. And he doesn't just talk. He'll weave you a yarn so fantastic, you'll be begging to hear just one more, and just one more. It's quite a story how I found him, too. I obtained this curio by some rather sensational means. You see, I was diving in search of a rare medicinal sea herb. I volunteer at the local children's apothecary on weekends, in the shallows around Sicil's own Black Cove, when I spotted something amazing. The chest belonging to the fabled Captain Pontius. Though the chest was stuck fast, I summoned a swell of great strength and prized it free from the ancient rock. I had the treasure of a lifetime in my very hands, but then, slurp, gulp, I was swallowed by an ornery kraken that seemed to appear from nowhere. In the hubbub, I lost hold of my prize and watched it sink to the bottom of the beast's cavernous belly. Still, I feared only for a moment that all was futile. Before my mind's eye swam the faces of the many war widows and leprotic orphans who would be lost without my charitable support. I knew I had to live. Grabbing fast to the hilt of a cutlass that floated by at just that moment, I summoned all my strength to slash a great gash in the creature's gut. Freeing myself from my would-be tomb, I swam as quickly as I could, first to the surface and then to the shore. It was there, along the rocky beach, that I tripped over this talking head. Strange, isn't it?
By the seven, what a tale!
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Oh, excuse me, I'm trying to prepare for the next show. Autographs will have to wait until the end. I doubt I have to tell you that I am the amazing singing Stefan, the only sentient severed head in Sicile. My audience sings my praises from hill and dale.
Bravo! Yeehaw!
You're a source hunter, aren't you? Oh, bless the seven. Look, you've got to help me. I've been kidnapped. Pleasure to meet you. Now, please, Stefan has many fans to meet today. Psst, now help me. Take me to Reginald's cellar. There I will reveal everything.
My word!
You there! You don't look like someone who's ever been serenaded by a severed head. Step right up!
You there! Sit! Stay a while. Right in front. I'll excite you. I'll delight you. I'll beguile you. I'll besmile you. I'm Cedric the Sensational, and I'm playing to an empty audience. Don't pity me. No, sir. Just a few years ago, I was the all-singing, all-dancing, all-sensational darling of the town. People came from far and wide just to witness my amazing act. When Reginald came, he brought some fantastic prop with him. Now, have you seen it? A talking head! Now, I never expected a silly gimmick like that to be my main competition. It seems even my usually choosy audience has been taken in by that hack's little gizmo. I'm a man of skill, sleight of hand, feats of wit, and pure entertainment. This curio is ruining what used to be an art.
Have some pity.
And even when there's no crowd to speak of, old Reggie still has at least one fan calling bravo and hee-haw. Sure as the sun sets, that one devotee attracts 5 more, and those 5 more all curious about the commotion. I don't know how he inspires such loyalty with less talent contained between his hat and his boots than I've in my crusty handkerchief.
Can you spare a coin?
look like an actor just waiting for his big debut. Come on! Come on! Can't you hear the stage calling you?
My
It is
word!
said, and this I have heard from a ghost who knew Elba, who knew Elliot, who is said to have known Sigurd himself, that the king had a great thirst for colour.
My word!
So ardently did he crave creamy blues and gory reds.
Back for more, I see. Well, yes, I know of that talentless bull. He was here entertaining the troops before I was brought in. I'm sure the hack simply bored his audience to tears until they cried for a replacement. Enter Reginald the Illusionist. We need...
I think a king. The great Sigurd and his rainbow of war machines. It is
Bravo!
said
Yeehaw!
who knew Elba, who knew Elliot, who is said to have known
Fantastic!
Sigurd himself, that the king had a great thirst for
My word! What are you looking at me for? There's a great show going on right in front of you. And look, there stands the world-famous Reginald the Entertainer. Better check it out if you don't want to miss the time of your life.
My word! Ha!
Today, I think, a king.
Ha!
The great Sigurd.
I'm nothing but your average man taking in the best show I've ever seen. I'm amazed and astounded that for a meager gold coin or two, I can take in this first-rate entertainment all day long.
Ardently did he crave
Well,
creamy blues.
I've stumbled into quite the fine gig. I just let my appreciation for Reggie's work be known, and he slips me a few gold coins in return. My voice happens to carry pretty far. Cecile hears me. Cecile wants to see what the fuss is all about. And let me tell you, this amazing show just can't be beat.
My word!
So ardently did he crave.
What are you looking at me for? There's a great show going on. Well, I've stumbled in. Oh.
You there? You look like an actor just waiting for his big debut. Ah, a familiar face. Come, watch the show. I promise it'll take your mind off beheading baddies, or whatever it is you do with all those muscles. Don't pity me. No, sir. Just a few years ago, I was the all-singing, all-dancing, all-sensational darling of the town. People came from far and wide just to witness my amazing act. When Reginald came, he brought some fantastic prop with him. Now, have you seen it? A talking head. Now, I never expected a silly gimmick like that to be my main competition. It seems even my usually choosy audience has been taken in by that hack's little gizmo. I'm a man of skill, sleight of hand, feats of wit, and pure entertainment. This curio is ruining what used to be an art. And even when there's no crowd to speak of, old Reggie still has at least one fan calling bravo and hee-haw. Sure as the sun sets, that one devotee attracts 5 more, and those 5 more all curious about the commotion. I don't know how he inspires such loyalty with less talent contained between his hat and his boots than I've in my crusty handkerchief.
Have some pity.
I, a person whose sole job is to praise the performance and stir a crowd. A genius invention. No wonder Reginald has had such success. I knew his act couldn't have outshone mine on its merits alone. Please, you must hire him for me. Imagine the scowl on that conman's face when my rightful audience returns to me. A must-see event. He's calling you.
Fantastic!
Today, I think,
You there.
Bravo! Yeehaw!
war machines. It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost who knew Elba, who knew Elliot, who is said to have known Sigurd.
What are you looking at me for? There's a great show going on right in front of you. And look, there stand. Well, I don't see why I should. Reginald and I have grown rather friendly, you know? And in any case, it'll be hard to pull myself away from this fantastic show.
From a ghost who knew Elba, who knew Elliot, who is said to have known Sigurd himself, that the king had a great thirst for colour.
Fantastic!
So ardently did he crave creamy blues and gory reds that he ordered a contest across his realm.
Well, I guess it's been long enough since I've stretched my wings a bit, and it ain't so far of a flight now, is it? Maybe I will have a peek at what Cedric's up to over there.
It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost, so ardently did he crave creamy blues and gory reds that he ordered.
What are you looking at me for? There's a great show going on right in front of you. And look, there stands the world-famous Reginald the Entertainer. Better check it out if you don't want to miss the time of your life.
My word!
Today, I think, a king. The great Sigurd and his rainbow of war machines. It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost who knew Elba, who knew Elliot, who is said to have known Sigurd himself.
Well, I don't see why I should. Reginald and I have grown rather friendly, you know? And in any case, it'll be hard to pull myself away from this fantastic show.
Come one, come all, and see the
My
amazing
word!
singing Stefan! Sicil's only sentient
My
severed
word!
head!
Ah!
Today, I think,
Fantastic.
a king. The great Sigurd and his rainbow of war machines.
Fantastic!
It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost who knew Elba, who knew Elliot, who is said to have known
Fantastic.
Sigurd himself, that the king had a
My
great
word.
thirst for colour. So ardently did he crave creamy blues and gory reds that he ordered
My
a contest
word.
across his realm.
My word!
Today,
Fantastic.
I think, a king. The great Sigurd and his rainbow of war machines. It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost who knew Elba, who knew Elliot, who is said to have known Sigurd. It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost, so ardently did he crave creamy blues and gory
My
reds
word!
that he ordered a
What are you looking at me for? There's a... Well, I don't see why I should. Reginald and I have grown rather friendly, you know? And in any case, it'll be hard to pull myself away from this fantastic show.
It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost who knew Elba, who knew Elliot, who is said to have known Sigurd himself, that the
Fantastic!
thirst for colour. So ardently did he crave creamy blues and gory
My
reds
word!
that he ordered a contest across his realm. It is
My
said, and
word!
I have heard from a goat, so ardently did he crave creamy blues.
What are you looking at me for? Well, I don't see why I should. Reginald and I have grown rather friendly, you know? And in any case, it'll be hard to pull myself away from this fantastic show.
My word!
Come one, come all, and see the amazing singing Stefan! Scythiel's only sentient severed head!
Fantastic! Well, I guess it's been long enough since I've stretched my wings a bit, and it ain't so far of a flight now, is it? Maybe I will have a peek at what Cedric's up to over there.
Rainbow of war machines. It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost who knew Elba, who knew Elliot, who is said to have known Sigurd himself, that the king had a great thirst.
My word! Fantastic! Just waiting for his big debut.
Fantastic! Fantastic!
Come one, come all. Can't you hear the stage calling you?
Cedric's show is a doozy!
Woo!
Performers, showmen, show all.
Cedric's show is a doozy!
Scythiel, what you're made of. Beer and flasher. Come one, come all. Can't you hear the stage calling you?
Well...
Oh, that Gallagher is quite the performer. One of my own ilk. Sometimes all the flies need is a little honey, eh? And things are certainly buzzing around here. Oh, just like old times. The rush, the thrill. What a delight. Please stay and enjoy the show, though you may have some trouble finding a seat.
This is the finest show in the land!
What? Where is everyone trotting off to? Don't they want to hear how the story ends?
Strange! You appear to be my only client. Did the whole of Scythiel eat? I knew that fool could never have garnered so much as a guffaw on his own merits. I'll see.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Oh, excuse me, I'm trying to prepare. It won't be the worst indignation I've suffered.
Come one, come all. Can't you hear the stage calling you?
The best in Scythiel! The best!
He's a con man! Don't donate that your time to that charlatan? It's all over now. Don't speak that name in my presence. I'm certain he's either bewitched or bribed my crowd away from me. There's an old saying in show business. If your benches are empty once, they'll be empty forever. Looks like old Reginald's reputation is wrecked. Who am I without a swelling crowd calling bravo?
Oh, that Gallagher is quite the performer. One of my own ilk. Sometimes all the flies need is a little honey, eh? And things are certainly buzzing around here. Oh, just like old times. The rush, the thrill. What a delight. Please stay and enjoy the show, though you may have some trouble finding a seat.
All right.
He's a con man! Don't do nature!
Come on!
Bring up worm, brew and spice 'em, stir and churn.
But if one were to reduce the quantity of skull dust by a percentage of 2, perhaps the stability could be increased by as much as 3.
Oh, a source hunter. Imagine that. Quite a bit more petite than the last of your kind I encountered.
But, no matter. Even if it couldn't spare its heartiest specimen, I'm sure the order sent the individual with the next highest probability of success. Huh?
Which of you is more deserving of life? Come, make your case.
Me? Why, I'm more than a little surprised you haven't heard of me. Perhaps I can jog your memory.
Anybody? Neither of you cares to plead for his very existence. Anybody?
It was I who cured the Duchess of Arata of her unslakable thirst. A simple pinch of Atropa belladonna in her morning tea. I who discovered that aging itself can be halted by a single application of Cicuta Douglasii on the tongue.
So, which of you is more deserving of life? Come, make your case. So, which of you is more deserving of life? Come, make your case.
Not to mention that it's been my guidance that has permitted my apprentice Evelyn to make quite a name for herself around Sicile of late. Yes. If that's how we're referring to the secretive use of a revolutionary healing method she refuses to share with her own master.
So, which of you is more deserving of life?
She's in the other room as we speak. Perhaps you can prevail upon her to offer a demonstration.
Anybody? Neither of you cares to plead for his very existence. So, which of you is more deserving of life?
She's gotten hold of a stone, supposedly capable of fantastic feats of healing, but she won't let me take the briefest look at it. She claims to have gotten the relic from a little northern town, Silverglen by name, and that an abbot there blessed it with the power to heal. Utter rubbish, I say. But with these blasted undead haunting the travel routes, I can hardly march up to Silverglen to learn the truth myself. Well, she certainly possesses a critical eye and an exacting manner when it comes to making difficult medical decisions. I expect she'll be a very successful healer in her own right when the time comes. She is learning from the best, after all. Certainly. What would you like to know? The counsellor. Terrible loss, that. Though we were hardly more than acquaintances, I knew him to be a devoted civil servant. From what I can tell, it seems to be a simple case of jealousy turned violent. The affairs of his wife, Esmeralda, were hardly a secret, you know. I've applied myself to that problem for 2 years and still haven't come a step closer to solving it. I declare it an act of the Almighty's, if I believed in such things. Some events, Source Hunter, can be neither controlled nor understood by mere men.
A mysterious healing stone. Interesting indeed.
Nothing sets me on edge like inexplicable magic. Excuse me? This is a private sick room. Who in the name of the Seven do you think you are barging in here? Out, I say, right this instant. I'm sorry. It's this task. I'm just... Who am I to meddle with life and death this way?
That tone, soothing a corpse's...
I'm an apprentice of the healing arts. Healing. But this decision feels like precisely the opposite. I have but one healing stone, you see, and 2 direly wounded men who need it. I've been racking my brain trying to decide on the best method to settle this grave situation, but perhaps it's better off in the hands of an esteemed source hunter. Surely you are more accustomed to weighing life and death than I. Don't dither long. These men are slipping ever closer toward the edge with each passing minute. Please, these men don't...
That relic of Evelyn's the so-called healing crystal. I've seen one like it before, and by the Patriarch's pockets. It's a one look at that gem will be enough to convince me it's no force of good, but a bloodstone through and through.
Tenderfoot so long. Tone, soothing a corpse's troubled mind.
I've come across such a stone before. It may be capable of healing, as the good doctor describes, but its origins are as dark as midnight. Bloodstone is so named for a reason, you see. What starts as a pretty gem is corrupted by sick sorcerers who infuse it with the blood of the slain. If that stone is what I suspect, I wouldn't trust Cecil's so-called healers any more than I'd trust a pyromancer on a wooden boat.
What do you think? Would you like to learn more about the patient? What would you like to know? One of the brave few willing to traverse the trade routes plagued by the undead. A young man, but excellent in matters of business, before he fell victim to an orcish club in the north, that is. Thankfully for him, a cattle trader found him, nearly dead, but not quite so, and brought him here straight away. Quite the venerable staple of Sicile, Stephen, and recently blessed with his third grandchild. He was leading a crew of builders when a stray beam struck him in the temple, and only a few days shy of his last day of work before retirement, no less. Nearly everyone in Sicile is familiar with grinning Stephen, and, as you can imagine, he's quite dear to his family. Yes, a curious relic indeed. I got it from a kindly abbot, Loic by name, in the northern town of Silver Glen. He is of a certain faith, the Immaculates, they call themselves, that espouses the belief that certain stones can heal wounded flesh. Claims, but something happened as he handed me the stone. A small cut on my finger instantly healed, leaving no trace of the wound. Needless to say, I was astounded. But it's strange. The stone is only good for a single use at a time before it reverts to a useless, inert state. It takes time to regain its magical properties, and You are? I thank you a million times for your help. Who have you decided should receive the healing stone?
What's taking tenderfoot so long?
Boris's life has just begun. We can't cut it short now. He should receive the stone.
Yes. Boris deserves to experience all the pleasures of life that Stephen has already enjoyed. Boris it is? Yes. I'll deliver the stone. I'm glad we'll get to save one man, but my heart breaks for the other. No, this is highly abnormal. What's this? Lightning. What happened? Is this a dream?
I don't think so. That stone. Somehow it sent us flying into the stars.
Terrible, terrible! It will conspire the quill that lasts a billion words. What's this? 2 Rivalonians here? At the end of space and time? How very, very, very curious. Oh, yes. Proper introductions. Zigzags the historian at your service. It is my job to record all that was, and is, and hopefully all that is to be. As for how I got here, well, for a historian appointed by the gods themselves, hopping to the end of time is as easy as 1, 2, 3. How you got here, though? That's a rather more interesting question. On such a tiny and rapidly shrinking vestige of space and time, I wouldn't have expected to find a soul but my own shadow. At last a question I can answer most definitively. I mentioned already that this place is the end of time. If that didn't send your heart into your stomach and your pulse a-flutter, it should have. Time ought naturally to have no end at all. Indeed, I can think of no worse nightmare for a chronicler such as myself. But something totally, utterly terrible has happened. Show, don't tell, I always say. So go, peer through yonder looking lens, and feast your soon-to-be terrified eyes on the darkness that is approaching.
I think that imp might be quite mad.
Then
Come now, don't be coy. Have a look through the looking lens. That's what looking lenses are for, you know? We'll talk more after you have seen. You looked. You saw. Terrifying, isn't... What's this? The portal! It's... The portal has become active! Fantastic! Astounding! Onward we should go! You first, but don't dilly-dally! You, dear stranger, you must be the key. Something about your presence here is causing the end of time to grow. The true end itself to move further away. Those torches! A light! This portal active once more! It cannot be coincidence! Goodness me, how right you are. There's so much to take in, I'd nearly forgotten. And what you saw has been haunting my mind since I first discovered it. It is the void itself, the dragon that is devouring creation. When I speak of the end of time, this is exactly what I mean. I can't say for sure where it came from, how or why, but I do know this. It's shrinking our future by the second. And if we don't stop it, it will devour the past and present as well. It's not that I believe, it's that I have seen. Long have I been waiting here, hoping that one day this very portal would ignite. Then, no longer than a few mere moments after you arrive, zap! it goes. The chronicler of time knows a pattern when he sees one. Though I cannot say for certain, if it is what I believe, then our prayers might well be answered. In fact, every last question that ever plagued your noggin might well be answered, for I believe what lies beyond this portal is nothing other than... But why spoil the mystery? As soon as we leap through, we'll find out for certain. After you, after you. Oh, what wonders we may find on the other side. You first, but don't dilly-dally. Onward, forward, through the portal where the fate of time awaits. Yes, just as I hoped. There she is. There it is. Come, don't delay.
And he's off.
It seems the imp has spotted exactly who and what he'd hoped to find here.
Could it be, milady? The weaver of time? Mother of history? Author of all that has ever been?
Indeed, Sir Imp. As surely as you are he who chronicles all that I weave.
Astounding! Unbelievable! I have so many questions for you, so much to ask, so much to say.
You have brought guests, I see. Strange. Very strange guests.
My reaction exactly, milady. It was their arrival here at the end of time that instigated my finding you. But why? Surely you must know.
This is a question better put to our guests themselves. Tell us, how did you arrive upon this plane? A stone. So, it was a stone that caused the great shock of energy that brought you here, and it infused you with new life as well. Is that so? Not like this, no. What happened to you is unique in all my work. Never had I experienced something so contrary to my nature. To weave something I had not seen, had not expected. Life does not simply spring into existence, you see. But yours has. You appeared before me from the moment you came into contact with that stone. Starstone. I now know it to be called.
But, Madam Weaver, how is it possible? Do you not see all? Have you not woven all that is and could ever be into your tapestry?
Like the stones, your guests are a mystery to me. I see them before me in this world, but their likenesses appeared not upon my tapestry until they revived the stone. Source Hunters. It would seem that yourselves and Starstone are inextricably linked. Why and how, I cannot say, but I do believe that finding more stones will reveal to me who you yourselves truly are. Starstone is not what it seems, Source Hunter. Its true nature must be part of a greater secret, a secret lost, even to me. Do you see what violence my work has suffered? What wounds lay upon the tapestry of time?
Mysteries of all time, gaps in history. Oh, how they've tormented me for eons.
It would appear that Starstone transforms at your touch, granting me new thread by which to mend the tapestry. Thus, it restores time itself.
I see. What the void would shrink, Starstone restores.
Yes, though I cannot explain why this Starstone is the antidote to the void's ravishment of our realm. If we do not restore time, if we do not discover the true nature of these stones, the void will consume us all. Indeed you must. Though I may not yet understand why, it seems that you and you alone can unlock the powers within Starstone. Yet we are not the only entities who know these stones to be so much more than pretty gems.
Why, of course, that's what they were doing. I have recorded their doings, you see. Collectors of Starstone, more and more by the day. Now I understand. They'd keep the stones from our reach. They'd prevent the mending of time.
Without these stones, Hunter, there will be no Rivellon. The entire tapestry will crumble. Even this plane will fall victim to the void's insatiable hunger.
That shall never be, milady. As sure as Zix comes before Zax, we will put a stop to it. First we mend the tapestry, then we stop the void. Please, our most mysterious guest, are you ready? Are you willing? Will you hunt out the stones? Will you help us restore what has been lost? So, what do you think, Source Hunter?
Not but a moment ago, we were hunting Source in Rivellon, and now we're being told that we alone can prevent the end of time by way of some magical stones. What do you make of it?
We can't deny our reaction to Starstone. There must be something to all of this, mad as it may seem.
No matter how improbable, anything is possible. If the Weaver tells the truth, we have some serious work ahead of us.
The challenge? The glint in your gaze and the set of your brow suggest to me that you've not given up on our dear old Rivellon. Not just yet. No, with you searching out Starstone, I believe we'll mend the tapestry in no time. We'll find out just who you are and how exactly to send the void back to wherever it came from. But you'll need a way to travel between Rivellon and this homestead, won't you? Who wouldn't want to see what fantastic changes your search will yield? And who knows what the Weaver might discover about you? Luckily, the power of portals is known to you, so I'll let you in on the little secret of how to transport back and forth from the end of time. Just, you know, don't go sharing it around. Never know who we can trust these days. Off you go, then. You've Starstone to find, and I've a tapestry to examine. Surely there must be some clue here as to how on earth you're related to the end of time.
Cross my heart, hope to fade in the void, I honestly don't know. But ask her. If she claims it is so, perhaps she knows why.
Like the imp said to the ballista operator, shoot! Wouldn't it just? Would that I had a Starstone sightseeing guide, but alas, such a booklet does not exist. Just like yourselves, Starstones are curiously absent from history, both in my writings and on the tapestry of time. From what I can gather, though, they were once cherished by devious sorcerers whose reign ended long ago. The stones are therefore most likely to be found in the ancient places of this world. Ruins, caves, the lairs of long-forgotten evils. Those are the dens you should frequent. 2 more pieces of advice. Don't go unarmed, and consult with my agent. Neither do I, but the mere fact that activated Starstone has set the Weaver of Time weaving again more than implies that it and the Void Dragon are natural enemies. This in turn more than implies that you are the Void's natural enemy, for it is you who is setting new events in motion. You who is handing the Weaver new threads. And that which she is weaving is more than an ornament to decorate the shelter plane. It is both history and future history. It is all of time. We may not understand the how yet, but our aim is clear. We shall save creation from the grip of the void. Now, isn't that a lovely mission? Oh, I don't know if I'm more than those things per se, but having been given a divine mission does have its perks. Old age can't touch me, that's one. Immortality is mine as long as no one skewers me with a sword, and even then I'll be back in a jiffy. But of course I have a price to pay for something that is priceless. It is my duty to record all of history, and an arduous task that is. Not to mention how much stress that void out there is causing me. The end of time. I'll be out of a job. So, gather those star stones so that we may know the history that was lost. Know so that we must not repeat what leads us to this dangerous precipice, but do better and close the dark eye of the void forever. Lonesome, observing the frontier of creation, surfing the vibrant tide of the eons, always approaching yet never reaching shore. Lonesome, being privy to all that has been and all that is. Well, yes, actually. I don't mean to complain, but one certainly doesn't mind a bit of company now and then. Perhaps you can imagine the profound pleasure it is to have made the Weaver's acquaintance after all these years. I can hardly wait to pick her brain about the great battle of the Sons of Sigurd. The last Rivellonian who remembers it died more than 7,000 years ago. Before you go, Source Hunter, a final word. Once you return to Rivellon, there will be someone waiting for you. My agent, my eyes and ears upon your world. I hope he'll be able to help you as much as he can. Time, I need hardly remind you, is of the essence.
How welcome you are upon this realm, our most honored guest. I hope you begin to find this place more familiar than it may yet seem. In the ethereal threads of eternity, do I record the deeds of gods and men, of beasts and spectral apparitions. The drift of continents through changing seas, the rise and fall of empires, the shift of every grain of sand on every beach, the fall of every raindrop on every world, the all but imperceptible touch of lovers' hands. This and all I chronicle without fault. Except, it seems, you. Ask and I shall answer, if I can. I am the Weaver of Time, as I have told you. Though my existence is one that falls behind and yet far exceeds the verb to be. I am but what I am, and that is task. It is the same for the historian. Chroniclers both are we of the epics of eternity. Perhaps we are one and the same. Task multiplied by 2. Who has made us? I do not know. Why have they done so? I do not know. Am I the beginning? And am I to be the end? Who shall say? Perhaps I am the first thing in creation. Perhaps I am creation. Perhaps I am the creator. Or maybe it is you. You who makes dying stars rekindle. Time alone will tell. Alas, the answers to those questions still elude me. You and Starstone remain the imperfections upon the tapestry. As yet. A hidden answer lies behind this veil of inscrutability, though. For the link between you and the stones reveals that your destinies are intertwined. I believe that starstones will not lead you to new places of wonder only. No. They will also lead to new knowledge through the restoration of the threads of old. Oh, Hunter. I have no need for company. Like I have no need for air or appetite or affection. All I need, and all I am, is time. And time is running out, unless you remedy its decline. And yet, I do enjoy your companionship. For you may prove to become the cure that will heal my slipping soul. Quite so. Your absence, it should be an impossibility, but no matter where I look, you cannot be found. I do not know you, which makes you my one perennial imperfection, a blind spot in the eye of time. But perchance I may be cured of this blindness. Perchance the blemish may be undone, and time can be redeemed. What it is but a seed bereft of sun and water. What it could be, that is what the starstones will tell us. What it is but the end. What it could be is the end of ends. I reside in another realm altogether. But ever since the end of time appeared in these deep dark skies, I materialized here, as if forced to watch the one thing that is unwatchable, unendurable. A thankless task that you may yet free me from forever. I think that perhaps you can redeem time, because you create time. Indeed, you have set in motion an event I no longer held possible. Know that no longer I did weave. I sat here, at the end of time, and watched on as the void frays the fabric of time like a terrified god that fears the offspring of his own creations. But suddenly there was you. You who stirred the life within the stones. These stones, children of stars. They place new ribbons along my fingers like phantoms out of time. New threads emerged, and I began to weave anew. Starstone gives me new strands to braid into the tapestry. And because you give Starstone energy, it seems that you are creating time. These Starstones, please, seek them so that time may yet be mended. Please, for the sake of all that lives and all that loves, seek them so that the void may yet devour itself alone.
I wonder, do you know more about the void? What it is? What lies at the heart of it?
What lies at its heart? How might I serve our mission? Ask, and I shall answer, if I can.
I have the last chest, the last chest, the last chest! If you believe yourself worthy of rifling through my ample treasure...
A question has me stumped, milady. Why are there two of us? Two beings that record all of history parallel to one another.
That is a good question, Zigzags. One without a conclusive answer, though its resolution may lie in conception. Where you chronicle, I both chronicle and create. Where you arrive at conclusions, I see origins, designs.
Source Hunters, I welcome you once again to the realm of Rivellon after your travels through the chasms of space. Nice to have found a shelter, wouldn't you agree? Where you can come to no harm. I know the imp historian has told you about his agent on Rivellon, and that agent is I. So now that you know of the alliance between me and Sir Zigzags, let us turn to the business at hand. Starstone. And I'll be delighted to give it. Dark webs are being woven around these parts, and it is my firm belief starstones are the flies the sorcerer spiders are trying to catch. It can therefore hardly be a coincidence that Councillor Jake was a collector of the stones we seek. His foul murder and the plight of dying time must somehow be interconnected. That means the task you have been given remains crucial. Find the assassin that did away with Jake, for you're bound to stumble upon Starstone along the way. While you were being lectured by our friend the historian and the grande dame of time, I snuck into his house and had a look around. The advantage of being a cat, you know. You go where you please with impunity. And sometimes the lady of the house even rewards you with a slice of fresh herring. That's where I saw them in a cabinet. Mere slivers, but specks of starstones nonetheless. They lay there, silent and innocent, though bloody murder may have been committed in their name. Don't we all long for a sanctuary where our worldly troubles can be held at bay? A bed or a basket so snug it becomes, in a word, safety. But perhaps I speak only for myself, not for veterans such as yourselves that by necessity call any patch of ground they rest upon home. Like any cat worth its salt, though, I deeply cherish a secret refuge unbeknownst to anyone. To be able to repose without a care is such a precious circumstance, save it all too seldomly. Let me phrase it like Zigzags might. A universe without time is like a pen without ink, a pointless instrument stripped of the potential of creation. It is void. It is death. It is nothing. I'll not pretend to have all the answers, or that I understand all that is happening here and out there among the stars, but I do know I'd rather err on the side of caution. If Zigzags worries, I worry. We are talking about a creature, after all, that has reclined among the divines as nonchalantly as you and I laze beside the hearths of home. I met him first, a long time ago, out in the wastes of Youthful Gore. He wondered aloud what on earth a cat was doing out there in the scorching desert. So I told him who I was and showed him my human form. He laughed and marveled and told me stories about his travels. In the end, he even shared his great sorrow with me. The unspeakable thing you saw through his looking lens. I was awed and frightened, but swore to help him in any way I could. As of now, that includes helping the two of you. Oh, before you go, here, take this teleporter pyramid. A handy toy indeed that Zigzags asked me to give to you. You'll need the other one too if you want to make use of its powers, but alas, I seem to have misplaced it. Don't worry, though. Use this one here, and it'll take you straight to its twin. Now that this matter has been settled, hunters, I shall detain you no longer. But rest assured, I'll do my share of hunting, too. So if you spot a white cat during your travels, do stop to say hello.
Now, where is my pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away?
Ah, how intolerable it is to think that all the knowledge of the world is being gathered by an imp. A creature that is no more than the result of a demon's bowel movement imbued with the breath of life. And yet I am a tad jealous of that jabbering little jester. To know all. It is a consummation devoutly to be wished.
And run away?
Life without mystery. Life without wonder. What is this pseudo-philosophical flower-child claptrap? The greater one's knowledge, the vaster its extent, the more monumental the questions become that loom on the ever-retreating horizon. Let us learn, Hunter, whether you like it or not, and through wisdom grow ever more mighty. I assume you address me for a reason, so go on. Speak. May they be pertinent, Hunter. For 1,000 reasons, and for one especial. 1, 2, their machination. 3, their pervert. 4, their schemes unhinged. 5, their presence distorts all intrinsic. Hunter, I could find you cross-dressed under the spell of a dominant. I am not from. I remember. I do. Their volatility. More prey. Daemon, daemoni, may they be pertinent for 1,000 reasons, and for one especial. The 1,000 obvious ones are list with 1. They're scourged 2, 3, 4, 5. Their presence distort. Hunter, I could find you cross-dressed under the spell of a dominant goblin, yet when next we'd meet, I do, for they have... See them still. More prey.
Unknown to all time, are you? Leave it to an imp to try to fill our minds with all manner of magical gobbledygook. I'll tell you who you are. Source hunters, members of the most esteemed order in Rivellon. Here to find out and grind out every last speck of dark magic in the realm. There, the enigma is solved. What are you? You think I'm... No, comrade. You can keep the honor of being the object of the Space Im's special interest all to yourself. I just hope this fancy of yours doesn't interfere with your real job, or have you forgotten that little detail already? You're a source hunter first, last, and always, comrade.
Feeling hot under the collar?
Snake, wing of worm, brew and spice and stir and churn. Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew and spice and stir and churn. Well, hello there.
Ain't right, ain't true. Harry's by the dozens.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Far?
Thank you eternally for your help. Though your reaction to the healing stone, I have no idea what to make of it. That strange reaction you caused, blue lightning from a healing stone, I've never seen anything like it. And the stone looks different now, too. like it's devoid of life. I begin to wonder if it's magic.
Well, hello there.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
These damn birds won't fetch more than a pittance.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
Lords above, grant me patience. You're a source hunter, aren't you? Here because you think I killed my husband. How many times do I need to state and restate my complete innocence in the matter? I am Esmeralda, wife of Jake, and now, alas, his widow. Poor man. We were both so young when we married. He so rich and I so poor, but his one and only princess just the same. Like I told just about every legionnaire in town, I don't know anything about poor Jake's murder. I want his killer found and tried, but everyone suspects me of this evil deed. And you're no different, are you? So what happened? Some of them tittle-tattling crab chasers down the pub call me a murderous gold digger and you believe them? These insinuations truly go beyond the pale. Oh, I think I'm getting one of my headaches. Starstone? I've never heard of such a thing. Dear Jake had a mineral collection, yes. As far as I knew, it was one of his pastimes, nothing more. Do you mean to imply he collected something dangerous? Something that may have gotten him into trouble? Oh, this is all too much. I feel like I'm drifting from nightmare into nightmare. Well, what do you want to know? We're surrounded. Undead haunting every exit. Orcs gnashing at every entrance. We're sealed in like mummies, you know. Praise be that Arhu the wizard has the wits about him to build these newfangled weapons of his, or Sysil would have been the very throne of decay by now. Because of him, life here is almost bearable again, despite the walking dead, though it's rather eerie and perplexing at the same time to think about how quickly one adjusts to the great dangers when a handful of guardians holds them at bay.
She seems to be quite adamant about her innocence.
We'll need to look for evidence if we want to prove she actually did the evil deed.
So tell me, Septimus, would you...
If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become. So ardently did he crave creamy blues and gory reds that he ordered a contest across his realm.
Fantastic!
Come on! Can't you hear the stage calling you?
This here is the greatest illusion in Andorel!
Fantastic!
My word!
My word!
Ha! You there! You don't look like someone who's ever been serenaded by a severed head. Step right up!
Come on! Come on!
Fantastic!
Hear the stage calling you?
Fantastic!
Come on! Come
My
on!
word!
And see the amazing singing Stefan!
My word!
Sentient severed head!
Ha! Fantastic! Ha!
You there? Today, I'm just waiting for his big debut.
Fantastic! Rainbow of war machines.
Fantastic!
It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost.
By the seven! What a tale!
Performers, showmen, show all of them. Siseal, what you're made of. Beer and flattery.
This here is the greatest illusion in Andorel!
Fantastic!
Performers, showmen, show all of them. Siseal, what you're made of. Beer and flattery. You there? You look like an actor just waiting for his big debut.
My word! Fantastic! Bravo! Bravo!
You there? You look like an actor just waiting for his big debut. Performers, showmen, show all of them. Siseal, what you're made of. Beer and flatulence.
Fantastic!
Bravo!
This show is worth the hype. Though that bloke.
What are you looking at me for? There's a great show. Well, I don't see why I should. Reginald and I have grown rather friendly, you know? And in any case, it'll be hard to pull myself away from this fantastic show.
Today, I think, a king The great
Well,
rainbow of war machines.
My word!
It is said at this time.
You there? You look like an actor just waiting for his big debut.
Best in Seal! The best!
Oh, that... Oh! Oh, that... Oh!
Tricks are for kids! This here is the greatest illusion in Andorel! Strange! You appear to be my only... Hard times, Lord Pinchpenny? Aye, these Sicilian cows wouldn't dare to... I knew that...
Do, re, mi, fa. It won't be the word.
It's all over! Who am I? Don't speak, there's an old...
Oh, that Gallagher...
Time to that...
A coin.
All right.
This is the...
'Tis I, Reginald the Illusionist! I said, 'tis I, Reginald the Illusionist!
Waiting for his big debut. You there? You look like an actor just waiting for his big debut.
Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew and spice 'em, stir and churn.
So,
Those
which
men
of you
hardly
is more
sound
deserving?
this part. Oh, that me. It was I. The Count from Ivanpla. I declare.
Sets me on edge like inexplicable magic. So, which of you is more deserving of life? Come, make your case.
That relic of Evelyn's, one look at that gem will be enough to convince me it's no force of good. I've come across bloods. If that stone...
Excuse me? I'm an... I've been... What would you like? One of the thank quite the venerable... Nearly everyone in Sicile. Yes, I myself... But it's... You are?
Boris...
Yes, Boris, it is... No, this is highly accurate. What is this? Lightning. What happened? Is this a dream?
I don't think so. That stone. Somehow it sent us flying into the stars.
Terrible, terrible! It will find. Oh, yes, yes. And how we hunt. Show. Come now, don't. You look the portal. Those two. Goodness me. It is. I can't. It's not then. In fact, but why? After you. You first. You. Yes. Just as I hoped. There she is. There it is. Come, come. Don't delay.
And he's off.
It seems the imp has spotted exactly who and what he'd hoped to find here.
Could
it? You, but yours a stone. Not like never, but yours.
But, madam,
like the source hunters, it would seem that yourselves and Starstone are inextricably linked. Why and how, I cannot say. Starstone is not what it seems, Source Hunter. Its true nature must be part of a greater secret, a secret lost.
Terrible, terrible, terrified. Oh, yes, that's how we hunt. Come now, don't.
Through the looking lens.
You looked. You saw. Terrifying, isn't the portal? You, those two. Goodness, it is. I can't say it's dead. But what? You. Yes, just as I hoped. There she is. There it is.
And he's off.
It seems the imp has spotted exactly who and what he'd hoped to find here.
Could it be?
Indeed.
A stone.
You have brought
my.
This is a question better put. A stone. Not like never, but yours.
But
like the source. Stars. Do you
missed?
It would have. Yeah. If we. Indeed, you must.
Why?
Without.
That shall ne. Please. So, what do you think, Source Hunter? Come, come. I got something for you if you're up to the challenge. So, what do you think?
Not but a moment ago, we were hunting Source in Rivellon, and now we're being told that we alone...
We can't deny our reaction to Starstone.
No matter how...
What'll it be, Source Hunter? Do tell. The glint in your nose, but you'll need... Luckily, off you go then. You cross like wood, just like from brewing. Neither missing wind. Oh, but I'm so low. Well, before I hope. Good to see. Like wood, but so good to see you.
How welcome you in the except us. I do, but what I know, but the in the a hidden I know, but sudden you through these.
Good to see. Like wood, but so good to see you on.
Source Hunters! I know, and I'll be delighted to give it. Dark webs are being woven around these parts, and it is my firm belief starstones are the flies the sorcerer's spiders are trying to catch. It can there. That means the task you have. Well, the advance. That's what. Don't we all? But like, let me. I'll not. If Zix, I met him. So in the end. Oh, before you'll need the. Now that this.
Ah, how? And yet I am a tad jealous of that jabbering little jester. To know all. It is a consummation devoutly to be wished. You'll rue the day you lend your trust to anything that is demon-touched. But this particular specimen, it delights in scholarship. A quality, I must admit, that highly speaks to its advantage. Let us learn, Hunter, whether you like it or not, and through wisdom grow ever more might.
Unknown to all time, are you? I'll tell you who you are. Source hunters. Members of the most esteemed order in Rivellon. What are you? You think I'm... No, comrade, you can... I just hope this...
I'm warm as fresh apple pie.
Pay the big cheese on your block with a wheel and a foot.
Fresh haddock. Nothing more fire. Join the Sun Club if you've got an eye for potatoes.
Wormwood?
Thank you.
Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew and spice 'em, stir and churn. Join the Sun Club if you've got an eye for potatoes.
Lords above, I am like I told you. So what? Stars? Do you mean? Well, what I say? I've heard. The hunter returned. I am listen. It's star. Do you mean? Well, what? Never. I'm telling.
Did the evil deed.
If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become.
assure me, dear Septimus, that you haven't been fighting those awful orcs? I can't bear to imagine something would happen to you.
Oh, but don't you worry, lady. We Legionnaires are highly trained soldiers who fear neither orc nor death.
Oh, but what if you were to be ambushed, caught unawares? Oh, catch me, for I might faint.
Under lock and key.
So tell me, Septimus, would your wife or sweetheart be compensated by the Legion should tragedy befall you on the battlefield?
If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become.
Polite, handsome, and...
If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become. If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become. If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become.
A book about setting up the perfect crime. Never fear, my lady. As long as I'm around, no hair on your haloed head. So that's what that did. dagger. Could this have been involved in the crime?
It certainly piques one's interest, doesn't it?
day on the market, it seems.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Stop right there. Until you've received the captain's permission to enter, this door doesn't exist. Got it? Not exactly the friendliest bloke, the captain, is he? Well, your reward for getting your ear chewed off is a waltz through the town's finest magical murder scene. Enjoy.
Looking good.
It's official. The Duke of Farrell is the worst poet in Rivellon.
In his defense, not much rhymes with murder.
Whatever happened to that eager imbecile he sent to the Northern Cave?
Do I seem like the sort who concerns myself with such things?
Pay the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only out.
Cecile isn't so bad on a quiet day like this, is it?
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse has more holes than a slice of this fine gourmet there.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Lonesome, spiritless.
The hunter returns! I am as... Listen, if you're gonna accuse me of something, you had better find the evidence to back up your ridiculous claims.
Oh, that horrid tome of ill repute. It isn't mine, it was Jake's. He was a politician, don't you see? Always on the lookout for plotting rivals. Always trying to be one step ahead. Really, I should have thought a source hunter of all people would appreciate my dear husband's sense for survival. Perhaps it is you who should explain your presence in my cellar. And the dagger? It's simply a butcher knife used by my late husband to cut meat.
He did so love to cook, the dear. What'll you think of next? Accusing me of bashing him over the head with a frying pan? Oh, don't put stock in the hastily scribbled words of a lovelorn fool. This letter, it was a show of passion. A poorly worded passion I did not echo in the least. The Duke, he's like a spoiled child. He's not a man. He's not like Septimus. But all of it is circumstantial. I've a perfectly logical explanation for every piece of so-called evidence against me, and yet you've been trailing me like a bloodhound. People seem to want to believe I am guilty, so let me tell you something I've been keeping to myself. Perhaps it may yet lead to the true culprit. Over the last few months, Jake grew distant. Distant and dark somehow. Something in him changed. I can't quite put my finger on it, but he was no longer the gentleman he used to be. In fact, he scared me. It all began the day he met Evelyn, Master Theliron's apprentice. She healed him of what we all believe to be a fatal wound he suffered hunting boars. I think he became obsessed by her, or obsessed by the secrets I just know she holds. Talk to this woman. There is more to her than meets the eye. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if she belongs to that sect. You know, to those who worship a goddess without name and practice rituals of blood. I never liked her from the moment I met her. Men cannot see past her beauty, but I have gazed her in the eye and it was death that leered back at me. She hails from Silverglen, a village in the forest north of Sicil. How she made it past the undead without a Legion escort, I'll never know. Though I can hazard an eerie guess. If anyone killed my Jake, it must be her. She had her claws in him for many long months, and finally she must have cut too deeply. Starstone? Do you mean... Well, what do you want to know? So tell me, Septimus, would your wife or sweetheart be compensated by the Legion should tragedy befall you on the battlefield?
I suppose so. But seeing that I'm neither married, engaged, or attached in any way, I've never bothered to inquire.
Polite, handsome, and single. Don't go anywhere tonight, Legionnaire. I'd be afraid alone in the dark.
Pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
Any real damage? Are you joking? I've been mauled. I'll be disfigured for life.
Come on with the dramatics. It's not as bad as all that.
The face furious. She bit me in the face.
Look on the bright side. Everyone knows the ugly soldiers are the most ferocious.
Oh, what now? If you must. We are the pride of Riverlon. To be fair, I'd say they're looking for Bravo. How am I? Yes. And he also... I'm Captain Yes. Well, have you found any incriminating evidence against her? If so, you found a blooded knife in Esmeralda's cellar. Guess you can scratch the top candidate off your list of cliched clues then. How to plan the perfect murder. Really? Really? She might as well wear a dress with the words "I killed Jake and I liked it" embroidered on it. But that alone wouldn't suffice to convince me. So convince me, Hunter, and keep looking. The knife, the book, the letter. They seem harmless enough by themselves, but in conjunction they do paint a pretty grim picture. Fine then. If you're certain she did it, then I shall have Esmeralda arrested. Surely you have exhausted all the evidence that was to be found. Whom would you have the Legion arrest? The Source Hunter. Oh, whom would you have the Legion arrest?
Don't pay attention to these things. You'll only encourage it.
Sir! No, sir!
Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes. Oh, hello, love.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for barber tailors.
Source hunters, eh? All right, proper, we're finally getting a hand. Things is chaos. If you've got a favourite sheep, best to fry her up now before she gets thieved in the night like me dear plump Oggy, the finest in me herd. Now that the herd's gone, old Bertie's just scratching by like a hen till the next batch of beasties comes through.
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes. Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Let us see if you can choose the finest breed.
I recently sold most of the tender loves to a trader heading north. Plenty of business that way these days. Those miners must be preparing for a mighty great feast. Wish I could have a nibble on my dear darlings, all ground and spiced.
Lonesome? Spiritless?
Yes. Oh, Ogget's been missing for more than a fortnight. I love that sheep, you know. Was planning to cook her into a fine midwinter night haggis myself. Do tell me if you hear anything about her. I plan on pursuing whoever stole her with my cleaver in hand.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to
I bet
entussle
Timfred's
you.
been strung up by his ears by now.
Welcome back, source hunters. I've been eagerly expecting you. You found another star stone, haven't you? Go on, go on. Ask me how I know. Aha! Mere child's play when you know what to look for. And luckily, I do. Do you remember when you first arrived on this plane? It's happened again, my friend. Another portal has reignited. The end of time is growing by the stone. It's all connected somehow. You, this place, the void, the stones. Soon we'll have unraveled the whole truth. Oh, how I do love a good mystery. You don't imagine that I'd presume to explore it before you? No, 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 that would be most unmannerly. And not to mention, well, No, I'm sure it's nothing. It's just that beyond the portal, I sense a presence that I can't quite account for. It is at once powerful and faint. Perhaps only a shadow, perhaps more. But this is only speculation, of course. Come, let me show you the way. Once you're through, you'll be able to report exactly what we're dealing with. Well, I wonder who awaits you in the next chamber. I wonder what they'll say.
What an impressive room.
So it is. A hall fit for kings. You. It cannot be you. But it can only be you. The guardians. Those I deceived. But oh, how weak you have become. As weak as you used to be strong. Look about you. You used to lead, and now you follow, ignorant of your faults, that it has come to this. Woe to the world that it has come to this. He won't believe me, the fiend.
Well, wouldn't you look fine with a strapping warrior at your side? Or is it mages you prefer?
haven't the foggiest. But the eerie bit is that she seemed to know us.
Good to see you on the shelter plane. Most certainly. Ah, yes, the Hall of Heroes. Once upon a time, great feasts were held there. I can't think of a better place to gather new heroes, should you come up. Most certainly. Like you, she is a mystery. Ah, yes. I can't think of a better...
Beyond these walls, the dead roam free, Hunter. Be vigilant.
Looks like that dog is awfully agitated.
Perhaps he wants to tell us something. So many dead civilians. It's an honor to visit the fallen.
Hey, wow! I was wondering where that awesome sweaty boot smell was coming from. And here you are. Wow! This is great!
Ceremony.
I'm Murphy, Jake's dog. Wow, you smell great. Have you been rolling around on dead things all day? That's my favourite hobby too. You know who I miss? Jake. Sometimes he'd just sit there being awesome. And I'd give him this look like, you smell great. And he'd give me this look like, you do too, Murphy. And he was my best friend. I came here so I could smell Jake again. He smelled great. But whatever's buried there doesn't smell like Jake at all. No, it's definitely not Jake. He was awesome. If I ever find out who killed Jake, the most awesome Jake who ever jaked, I'll bark so much! Seriously, so much! You have no...
Here lies Jacques, the oldest man in Sicyo.
This dog we met. How true a creature he is. How loyal and unwavering in its affections. His master is dead, but not even this, not even nature's great betrayal of life, stops his warm-heartedness from beating. Animals. Dog and deer, elk and eagle. We burden and butcher them, wretches that we are. These pillars of creation, we topple them, though their spirits, this kind, this trusty beast. He is man's best friend, though man does not deserve one. Wise words. To approach humanity with the same distrust as one would approach a grinning goblin is to be ready for the stab that I know. For I have lain on silken cushions in marble palaces, and I have lain on wet leaves in soggy forests. Vastly do I prefer the latter. Oh, the occasional thorn may pierce your skin, but at least you are aware the sting is not that of a poisoned needle hidden by aspiring rivals. In the animal kingdom only one is free. Beware the wolf, yes, beware the bear, but their rules are honest. The kingdoms of man, they are built upon the blood of the ones not strong enough to lay claim to power. This dog. It is a creature worthy of your affection. The ones you see around you, the men and women of this world, they are not.
I smell rotten lamb chops.
Rest in peace. Peace be with you, traveller. I once lived a prosperous life with my husband and our happy little daughter, Loni. But when the undead plague broke out, my dear husband was among the first killed. Loni never recovered from the loss. And when a group of mercenaries, predators, more aptly called, came to town dangling the opportunity to annihilate those undead devils, Loni lapped up their rhetoric and joined without so much as a backward glance. She was killed less than a week after she joined. Here she lies, and here I stand, mourning the death of my last joy.
So, what's the bad news? More orcs rampaging through the docks? Or have those infernal statues sent another soul This here's my family business. Yes, there's been a Roberts escorting stiffs into the next life since the foundation of Seal itself. They don't write epics about morticians, but I'm proud of my work nonetheless. Sad story, that. Though if I'm speaking plainly, the sentimental aspect of it all doesn't make much of an impression on an undertaker. Especially not these days, with so many laid low by the orcs and such like. I just concern myself with giving the remains a respectable exit from life. We set him to rest in the northern graveyard. Perhaps he can finally get a little peace. So, what's the bad news? This sad What about? So, what's the this sad I just What about it? Didn't I just say we gave it a respectable send-off? Why are you giving me the 3rd degree? Now, if you don't mind, I'm trying to run a business here.
Here lies Catherine. I know, I was brave.
May the seven keep you.
Here lies Jake. Please do not disturb.
Jake, where are you? Are you here, Jake? Jake!
What trickery is this? That's not Jake.
May the seven
It's a
keep
rotting sheep's corpse. It seems someone snatched
Where are
Jake's
you,
body.
Jake? Are you playing without me? Wow, that dead sheep smells pretty great. I mean, wow. But it's nothing compared to Jake. Seems like some mutt is marking my territory. Someone stole Jake? Jake stole my ball once, but then he threw it far, and I went and I got it. And Jake was awesome. Listen, if you go around town and find someone who you think might have done it, bring me a really stinky something of theirs. And I'll see if I can smell Jake on it. An awesome smell. I couldn't mistake it. Esmeralda? Ugh, terrible smell. Like flowers and soap. Not awesome. Ugh, hated her. Aureus is kind of awesome. Evelyn, too. They both have a sweaty, dead thingy smell. Cecil, he's all right, I guess. Mostly, he smells like old books, which is neither awesome nor non-awesome. Bring me anything of theirs, and I'll be able to tell you if I can sniff out Jake's smell on them.
Rest in peace, darling. Rest in peace, darling. May the seven keep you.
Jake has the best smell. I'd know it anywhere. Jake, where are you? Are you here, Jake? Jake!
Rest in peace, darling.
It's heating up.
Join the
said you got an eye for farm potatoes. Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew and spice and stir and churn.
Sauce hunters, eh? All right, proper, we're fine. If you've got a favourite sheep, best to fry her up now. Oh, Ogget, you're rotten to the bone. Oh, me poor, sweet, plump girl. You've been wasted entirely. All that roast, all the mutton.
This is intolerable. The momentum of time
bet
is
Tim
slipping
Fred's
through
been
our
strung up
hands,
by his
and we
ears by
fritter
now.
it away on conversations about decomposing matter. Focus, source hunter, focus.
I'm warm as fresh apple pie.
I'm warm as fresh apple pie.
It's heating up.
To leave the city is to venture into danger. Be careful, Sauce Hunter.
I smell rotten lamb chops. Jake, where are you?
May the seven keep
Are you here, Jake? Jake! Jake, where are you? Are you here, Jake? Jake!
May the seven keep you.
I smell rotten lamb chops.
Rest in peace, darling.
Jake, where are you? Are you here, Jake? Jake!
I assume you address me for a reason, so go on. Speak, and so let the
Fresh haddock. Perfect for a fire.
Portions to
Sauce hunters, eh? If you've got a favourite sheep. Oh, Ogget, you're right. Now that the herd's gone, I recently. Sauce hunters, eh? If you've got a favourite sheep. Oh, Ogget, you're rotten to the bone. Oh, me poor. These damn birds won't fetch more than a pittance. bleeding waste, standing here without so much as a piglet in the pen.
Warm as dragon's breath!
Put heat!
I'm warm as fresh apple pie.
May the seven keep you.
I can take you all in one shot! Just watch!
This ought to slow them down.
rotten lamb chops.
What trickery is this? That's not Jake.
It's a rotting sheep's corpse. It seems someone snatched Jake's body.
Jake! Oh! Wow, that dead sheep smells pretty great. I mean, someone's... Listen, if you go around town... Oh, you know who? I came here. Esmeralda. Jake has the best...
Not in the mood for cheese. The excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine Norman
Red and orange, yellow and green.
Sauce hunters, eh? If you've got a fact now that the Earl recent... Oh, Ogget. You're rotten to the butt.
This is intolerable. The momentum of time is
I
slipping
could have had a
through
new
our
lamb
hands
by now
and
if that Bruce had
frittering away
taken to
our
a woolly lass
conversations
instead of
about
that heifer.
decomposing mutton. Focus, Sauce Hunter. Focus.
Sauce hunters, eh? All right, prop. If you've got a favourite sheep... Oh, Ogget. You're... Now that the herd's gone, I'll recently... Livestock's got twice the sense and thrice the soul of the average human, I say.
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
I could have had a new lamb by now if that Bruce had taken to a woolly lass instead of that heifer.
Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew and spice 'em, stir and churn.
Livestock's got twice the sense and thrice the soul of the average human, I say. I could have had a new lamb by now if that Bruce had taken to a woolly lass instead of that heifer. Bleeding waste standing here without so much as a piglet in the pen. I wonder how my dear sweet Doreen is doing.
Dearest customer, I've never seen an aura so plagued by ether. Thank Astarte, I've just the earth scroll to ground you.
Sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Ah, hello, proportionate one. Ah, I can see from the symmetry in your face that you are a great fan of the fine arts, no?
Made a big cheese on your truck with a wheel of the good stuff.
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
He's a con man! Don't donate your time to that charlatan!
To the barracks! March! Recruits!
You don't think it's a fact to do?
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do anything.
Ah, the Source Hunter. Oh, George, what about it? I see. You've come to report a dead sheep. A heap of mutton that sailed into view upon your robbing the grave of a councillor. Lovely. Well, don't just stand there gawking like guppies. Hie yourself to Roberts the mortician. If anyone buried a sheep, obviously it was him. If you... How am I in... Bravo! We are the... I'd say... Yeah, I'm Captain Ogni.
I think that was an insult.
Don't pay attention to the beast, Various. You'll only encourage it.
Get the shining recruit!
Sorry, sir. You don't think it's a fact to do?
Daemon Daemonium. I'll find you yet. Good. No use in step.
So, what's the bad news? More orcs A sheep? That's a whole heap of nonsense. Don't bother me with such wild tales. So, what's the bad news? A sheep. So, what's the bad news? A sheep. So, what's the bad... A sheep. There's no need for all that, then. I'll tell you the story as best I know it. I buried that blasted sheep, but I swear on my lucky left foot I had nothing to do with that body disappearing. 1 minute it was on my slab, you see. I left the room for just a moment to answer the bell in the front parlour, and when I returned, the body was simply gone. In its place was a sack containing more gold coins than I could even count. The message was clear. Silence is golden. My business has been declining right alongside the rest of our blighted city. And that sack of gold was worth more than I made during one of the good years. I needed cash, and someone needed my silence. I knew I had to bury something or risk being found out. So that night, I stole into the market and made off with Bertia's fattest sheep. It was a bloody waste to stick so much fine meat into the ground to rot, but it had to be done. The next day, the pallbearers retrieved Jake's coffin, sealed to hide the body's terrible wounds, none the wiser that within the casket lay nothing more venerable than a slaughtered beast. Now, you can imagine I've spent more than my share of restless nights wondering who could have wanted that cadaver and for what purpose. I'm not an inch closer to imagining the why, but I've got a few inklings as to the who. Near as I can reckon, there are only 4 people who could have been involved. Mayor Cecil, Captain Aureus, Theleron's apprentice Evelyn, and Esmeralda. Plenty of us shopkeepers entrust the mayor with the spare keys to our businesses, you know. And he's the only person in town with a second copy of the key to the mortuary. He could have used it to sidle in without a peep, if he were so inclined. Aureus himself paid me a visit the night the body was delivered. came rapping at my door in the frosty morning before the sun had even started peeping, and told me to tell him, and only him, if I noticed anything strange or suspicious about the remains. Can't see why he'd bothered to go through all that trouble, unless he knew something the rest of us don't. I know it sounds strange suspecting the doctor's apprentice of something so ghoulish as this, but there's few in this city could manage to transport a corpse without raising eyebrows. It was she who delivered Jake's body from the inn to the mortuary, and there was something about her that night, some kind of excitement. Seemed she could barely contain her thoughts, that there was something thrilling about to happen. I can't quite settle it in my mind how a young medical professional would have such a strange reaction to an occasion such as that. And this may or may not have anything to do with the whole rigmarole, but her master, Dr. Theleron, bought an old shack of mine, one overtaken by undead, for an exorbitant price considering what he was getting. I never did figure what he wanted it for, but he sure seemed eager. I never saw a widow less distraught at the death of her husband, and I've seen hundreds pass through my parlor. It was she who rang my bell just before the body was snatched, lured me outside claiming she needed air, before discussing the funeral arrangements. Some accomplice could have sneaked in and grabbed the remains while I was comforting the oh-so-overcome Esmeralda. This here's my family business. Yes, there's been a Roberts escorting stiffs into the next life since the foundation of Seal itself. They don't write epics about morticians, but I'm proud of my work nonetheless. Sad story, that. I just concern myself. So, what's the bad news? That gold's the only good thing to come out of this blasted affair, and I certainly plan on making some use of it. Look, there's no need for all that. Take the gold then, and we'll call the rest even, okay? So, what's the bad news? More orcs rampaging through the dock. That gold's the only good thing to come out of this blasted affair, and I certainly plan on making some use of it. So, what's the bad news? That gold's the only good thing to come out of this blasted affair, and I certainly plan on making some use of it. Look, there's no need for all... Sightseeing isn't so bad on a quiet day like this, is it?
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
Source hunters, if you've got a favourite sheep, that
Greetings! These stores are for our Legion troops. Rivellon's finest work.
You don't think it's infected, do you?
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
Any real damage? Are you joking? I've been mauled. I'll be disfigured for life.
Legionnaire! The source hunter says that creep Robert stole my sheep.
And?
Well, aren't you going to arrest that stinking thief?
I'll have a talk with him, madam. Oh, what now? Whom would you have the Legion arrest? Oh, if you must. What about it? It was stolen. He has a lot to answer for. She vanished into thin air, did she? Could she be behind this rotten business after all? Track her down, will you? That girl has some explaining to do.
Ferocious.
Ugly'll be the least of it. The beast looks rabid.
In that case, you'll have the pleasure of putting her down yourself.
Again!
Lonesome? Spiritless?
Source hunters, eh? All right. If you've got a favourite sheep, best to fry her up now before she gets thieved in the... Throwing that hog in the grinder can hardly make up for the loss of my sweet, succulent hogget. But I admit, it softens the sting a bit. I'll buy myself a new lamb and have a fine veal supper in honour of me lost hoggy woggy. Gold? How much exactly? Enough to cover the costs in gold and tears of a stolen ewe, I'd bet.
Bertia should take the gold. She deserves compensation for Robert's misdeeds.
That's right. If anyone should benefit from this situation, it's Bertia.
Aye, nothing to replace me old girl Ogget. But I suppose a bit of gold certainly softens the blow. Thanks for that, Source Hunter.
I'm straight. I'm true. Harris by the dozens. I'm straight. I'm true. Harris by the dozens.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Come on! Come on! Can't you hear the stage calling you?
The hunter returns! I hope you are here to shop rather than sleuth. So, what piece of irrefutable evidence are you about to present me with this time? I never liked her from the moment I met her. Men cannot see past her beauty, but I have gazed her in the eye and it was death that leered back at me. She hails from Silverglen, a village in the forest north of Sicil. How she made it past the undead without a Legion escort, I'll never know. Though I can hazard an eerie guess. If anyone killed my Jake, it must be her. She had her claws in him for many long months, and finally she must have cut too deeply. Well, what do you want to know? Assure me, dear Septimus, that you haven't been fighting those awful orcs. I can't bear to imagine something would happen.
Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew and spice and stir and churn.
The brief history of sorcery still hasn't been returned. Teleron will have to pay yet another fine.
there! Cut it out!
Now, this is valuable.
A source hunter! Oh!
That doesn't belong to us, you know.
You're right, it doesn't. Sometimes I get a little overzealous while I'm on the job.
Happens to the best.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
Get it while it's fresh. These batches only hours for the beans.
Striking it rich!
It's here somewhere.
wouldn't want to ruin this particular batch of party elixir with too much wormwood. It's here somewhere. I wouldn't want to ruin this particular batch of party elixir with too much wormwood. Now, that tone, soothing a corpse's troubled mind, can't have gotten far. Have some pity.
Cool about it. Nuts! Recruits! That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again!
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
You there! Cut it out!
shadows hide your loyal servant.